Hey guys, today we're going through chapter 5 on trig functions. Section 3, we're going through other trig functions. So we're being introduced to cosecant, secant, and cotangent. So in problem 38, we're asked if sine of t equals 3/4 and t is in quadrant 2, find these other trig functions. So our first step is we're going to draw our angle. So we're told t is in quadrant 2, so we are going to draw our line out to quadrant 2. And then we're going to connect it to this x-axis. So we have an x value, a y value, and a hypotenuse of a triangle with our angle t. Cool. So we've got our angle t, x, y, and h. Now we know that the trig functions sine of t equals, with SOHCAHTOA, we have sine equals the opposite over the hypotenuse. So if our angle is here, we go opposite equals y over h. Cosine is going to be adjacent, a, x. So cosine of t equals x over h. And then tangent of t is going to be the opposite over the adjacent. So that's going to be y over x. And all of the rest of our functions, cosecant of t is going to be sine, but flipped. So it's going to be h over y. And secant of t is going to be the opposite of cosine. So it's going to be h over x. And our cotangent of t is going to be equal to x over y. All right, so now all we have to do is plug in our x, y, and our h. We're given in the problem that sine of t equals 3/4. So we can write that in here. We get 3/4. So we have that y equals 3 and h equals 4. Now we still don't know x. How do we find that? We're going to use the Pythagorean Theorem. So we know that h squared equals y squared plus x squared. So in order to find x, we solve for x, and x equals the square root of h squared minus y squared, which equals the square root of 16 minus 3 squared, which is 9, equals the square root of 7. So now we have all of the pieces of our puzzle. We have x, y, and we have h. So now all it's left to do is go ahead and plug in all these numbers. So our cosine of t equals x square root of 7 over h, which is 4. However, this x, we have to make sure that we take that back to our axis that we're working with. So it actually goes out to the negative side. So this x is actually going to be a negative square root of 7. So continuing on with that negative, we're going to have, looking at tangent, we have y over x, which is 3 over the negative square root of 7. And taking it through to cosecant of t, we have 4 over 3. Secant h over x equals 4 over negative square root of 7. And then we have finally cotangent of t equals x negative square root of 7 over y, which is 3. So all we had to do in that problem was draw our triangle, find out our x, y, and h values, and plug them in to each of these equations. I hope you found this video really helpful. The concepts we covered in this video are true no matter what pre-calculus class you take, and the examples I cover are from this textbook right here. And remember, if you're a Baylor student currently enrolled, there is free tutoring on the first floor of Sidrich. You can create a one-on-one appointment online or drop in anytime during our business hours. Please visit our website, www.baylor.edu/tutoring, for more details. Sic 'em Bears.